Hello and welcome to Flexline Media feature card coverage here at the Middle-earth Open 2021, presented by Sweet Chain Music. This is the back nine of the first round. My name is Matt Drake.
And I'm the human highlighter, Brady Kuech.
Okay then Brady, we're 9 holes in. We've had a little bit of nerves on the feature card, but 3 of these players at least know this back nine very well.
Yeah, it's super attackable. So Francis Orange, is kind of off the slower start so far. He's at +2. Andy's on the heater. He's the local boy who we probably will see a lot this weekend. He's at -2. Troy's chasing him down, just 1 behind at 1 down, with Ruben Cossey at even. Thank you so much to Sweet Chain, RPM, Vortica Disc Sports, and Disc Shop for supporting this feature round coverage. So it's great to see all these players out. And yeah, like you said, we should see some hotter scores coming in on these back 9 holes, starting on hole 10. Par 3, 95 meters, crazy downhill hole, and this is actually the island hole.
So you can just see the island with the flags marked out there. And yeah, the outside the island plays as a hazard, so all the players will be wanting to get onto the island here. Typically it's a backhand shot, sticking out wide and hyzers back in. Troy looks like he's got enough height here.
Sit! Oh, out of bounds. Yep, so that's a hazard there for Troy. Here's Ruben stepping up, backhand as well. So backhand's really the play. This hole's pretty simple. Most people can take most open players here are going to be taking a putter or a mid-range at it.
And that's spot on from Ruben.
What a shot by Ruben. It's like he's played the course before, only he hasn't.
He's a man who has played the course before. Andy with a Ruru.
Yep, beautiful blue, gold stamped Ruru, going straight at the pin. Oh, baby.
This needs to stop,
yes.
And it does.
Yeah, so you can see the wind has finally started to pick up, so that's more of an honest, Wellington wind for you. Here's Francis, back to that buzz. Been leaning on that quite handily. Come on, skip. Okay, maybe not that much.
So we've got 3 players who made the island. Troy is outside, so this will be for par.
Yep, going to be for par, into the headwind. Just short on that bid there. It was really happy to see. So having designed this course and set it up for the Middle-earth Open, I did want this hole to kind of be trickier, and it is kind of playing beautifully of birdie bogey. So if you're not making the island, you pretty much are taking your bogey. Oh no, Andy!
Tough putt into the wind there.
Yep.
Francis has got the same. Putt into the wind.
Yeah, he's finally settled on his putting though. Hopefully he can capitalize on this one.
A little low as well.
Nah, he was hoping for a lift out of that headwind, didn't really get it. Andy with an easy tap and par. I don't think we've seen Ruben yet. Like Ruben's... here he is.
For a bird.
The only one on the card. Nice. Great start to this back 9 here. So that brings Ruby to -1, so he's going to catch Troy. There's Francis tapping out his par, and yep, the unfortunate tap-in bogey here, having missed the island for Troy. Which leads us straight into hole 11, par 4, 160 meters. Pretty straight off of the tee. You pretty much want to just cut off as much absolute distance as you can, making this upshot super easy. As you can see, it's low under these trees on the left, so the farther in the right on the fairway as you can get, the easier your upshot will be. And then yeah, it should just be like a little, either like fairway driver or mid, just a little skip shot into the green.
There's a guardian tree just on the left-hand side, which you want to get around. Let's see what Ruben can do.
Straight shot out of Ruben. Looks like it was a little flex on the right-hand side.
Pretty safe out to the right.
Yep, he seems happy with that. Here's Andy. This should be a great shot on catch cam. Hats off.
Here we go. And this has just gone miles.
Oh my goodness.
This is huge.
See you later.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's an easy 125, maybe even 130 meters. Plays a little tricky due to the fact that it's up a hill. But man, that was such a great shot.
He'll have really just a low ceiling to contend with for a bird.
Should be an easy routine up and down for him. Francis, good reach back.
Just a little low, eh?
Yep. Yeah, so it's a little bit uphill. I think it plays about 2 to 3 meters from tee to green. So it's, it can kind of sneak into your head here.
Troy keeping the height. Needs some turn.
Yeah, it's an early release out of Troy. That's going to be That's going to be danger on that side. So that's going to probably be about like a 95, 100-meter shot to the left. Super tricky, so his shot's going to be cut off. Francis is at least in the middle of the fairway. Upshot here, hangs it wide, still low.
And Francis can get his up and down there.
Yep, it should be an easy par, so he stayed safe the whole time, which is good.
Ruben out to the right. Pretty close to the BT. And a nice little skip again. A pretty long putt, but he'll have an up and down.
Yep. Yeah, I was just kind of straight out of him. He didn't get it on hyzer enough. Probably needed to pick a more stable disc for that one. Here's Troy, like I said, out of position left. So he's got, it's a real tough skip shot from here. I like to take a forehand roller. Troy's taking the skip shot with a super manicured green. Shout out to Stanley. Stanley's the greenskeeper here out at Barronport. The course was looking absolutely mint for the weekend.
Andy with a routine upshot. And that'll be a routine tap-in.
Yeah, that's how you draw it up. Well done by Andy. Here's Francis.
And Francis will be happy with that tap-in par
Yep.
for him.
Now, is that his buzz? What's he using for an upshot?
It's probably a buzz. He also uses a Luna.
Speaking of Lunas, here's one out of Troy. So he's taking his medicine and just laying up under the basket. Ruben's looking greedy. Probably wants this to be a great birdie. Like he's already started out with that first bird there on hole 10.
Just a little short.
Man,
not
great
much.
bid.
And these guys should all clean up.
Yep.
Andy with a great bird. Never in doubt.
There you go. He's on that -3. Still kind of chasing those leaders there in that front nine at -4. Troy will tap in, keep himself at even. A little unfortunate with that bogey before. But a par here is just fine. Nothing to shake your head at. Looks like smiles by Ruben, smiles by Francis. 2 pars.
On to hole number 12. One of the easier holes on the course. This is a par 3, 87 metres, plays downhill. Things to worry about here, it's a very sloped green, and the ground there can get very slidey. If you hit it at the wrong angle, or in the right angle, you can go sliding all the way down to the golf fairway. Andy with a Kia.
Yep, stay out those trees.
Those trees are a bit grabby. I'm hoping that came down.
Yeah, I can't see it from that angle. I'm pretty sure there's still 5 or 6 discs still up those trees.
Certainly one of mine is in that tree.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, another local's got a Comet sitting up there. Straight shot out of Ruben.
This looks good.
Little early.
If you hit the bank on the top of the hill, it's okay.
There's
as long as
the
it
roll.
doesn't fall onto its side. If it can slide along its belly, then it's okay.
Yeah, but he's going to have a decision to make. That's going to be a 7-meter death putt with that giant hill behind. Francis has made the same mistake, so that's early and hyzering out. Francis is going to be outside the circle. I would guess that Francis is probably just going to lay up and take the par, compared to Ruben's close enough that he might run it. Troy likes to take a buzz at this one.
This is a buzz, and it looks pretty good if
Sit.
it sits. And he'll have a putt there for birdie.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, so he's just out the back, kind of that 4 or 5 meters. Here's Andy. Yeah, so it looks like he did come down.
He's come out.
And
that's incredibly fortunate.
Goodness.
It's still a tough putt, but I mean, it's, from where he was, that's incredible.
And to be fair, that's a lot of local love. So he, 1, punched through the trees to get out, and then 2, bounced off the other tree to bounce closer to the basket.
Francis getting some luck off the tree.
Yeah, Francis had to go. It's good to see the confidence out of him. Yeah, and here you go. Here's Death Putt Central.
Take the knee and hope you hit James.
Yeah, you got it. You got to make it or hit metal. If you airball this, yes,
great
birdie. Oh, great putt by Ruben. Great to see the confidence. Yeah, going down to that knee, making it a lot easier to see the basket, opening up that kind of target area. Troy with another good birdie. Good by him. Pretty textbook here. We should have the cleanup by Francis just outside by the tree. And I think Andy's a little bit closer because, he got that redirect. So again, these are the ones you definitely got to think about. I've seen these go away. So, it's still that little bit uphill.
If you go low and hit the cage on these, then they can go horribly wrong.
Oh, no.
And that's fortunate that it's sat.
Yeah, fortunate that there's that. Unfortunate that there's that little break in concentration. Come on, Francis. Here's Andy. Should be a little cleanup here from above. And then, yeah, the unfortunate tap-in bogey for Francis. Really unfortunate to see that. But, yeah, you can't take any shot for granted out here. Brampore will kind of spit you up and shoot you out. Here we go. Hole 13, par 3, 76 meters. So you have that tight window off the tee. Most players will be taking a forehand at this. And then, yeah, the bank kind of curves down to the right. Again, lots of elevation on this course. It is pretty routine for a forehand. Typically, you're throwing directly into headwind, so you don't want to turn it over. Here's Ruben, and turned over. So he's going to be wide left and deep. So, yep, so he's up in that pine straw. He's going to be probably 40 meters out up the hill. So here's Troy. He should be going to, it looks like his overstable Firebird.
This looks okay.
Money out the hand.
And money on the ground. That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Dish shop replay. Let's see. From the catch cam. Beautiful little bit of flutter, but it's not too bad. Still cutting through the wind with that trusty Firebird. Apparently, he turned around and told Gwen this had gone. It was short.
Well, if it is short, it's only a few inches short.
Yeah, apparently shorter than ace, maybe. Great shot by him. Here's Andy, most likely looking at Kotari.
I think that might be a new Kiwi, actually.
Oh, is it?
And if you can get a skip, that's a birdie shot from there.
Yeah. That's definitely in Andy's wheelhouse there, so that should be a birdie from him.
And all players looking like they're going forehand.
Yeah, pretty
Francis,
textbook. That's clean.
Little
low, but perfect. Look at that ground play. This grass was playing super fast with it being dry on the weekend. The sun just added to the heat. A little bit of tailwind breeze here for Ruben's upshot. Get it. Woo! Come on, give me that replay. Dish shop replay for the dish shop boy. Here we go. Ruben, what a putt.
From outside the circle. This is fantastic.
Smash. Heart of the chains. Never looked like it was missing. Absolute. Oh, what a putt. Great shot, Ruben.
Ruben drawing level with Andy at 3 under.
Ooh. Yeah, look at that little wave to Gwen. Here's Andy. Oh, we could be looking at a star frame.
Well, let's not.
Yeah, right? Let's not cheat it. Wait, quick. Where's Wood? I got to knock on something.
But certainly if Francis's putt goes in.
Okay, there we go. There's a birdie by Andy. There's two. Two to go. Boom.
Very good.
Clean up. There's a birdie. Come on, Troy. Don't let us down. Don't let us down. Oh, look at that. He's happy. He knows what this is. Boom.
Great work, feature card. Lovely to see a star frame and some great shots there.
Kia ora New Zealand, my name's Matt Drake, host of Sweet Chain Live. Join me every Thursday where I'll be previewing and recapping all the top tournaments from around the country, going through your hot scores for the week, and also with exclusive interviews of all the top Kiwi disc golfers. Join us on our Facebook page, Sweet Chain Music, on our YouTube channel, every Thursday, live at 9. See you there.
Yeah, what a guy. What a beautiful bucket hat. Here we go, back into the woods. Hole 14, par 3, 65 meters. Shortest hole in the course, probably the most tricky. As you can see, tiny little window to see the basket.
Yeah, I wouldn't be going that line. It's pretty tough. The two lines here really are forehand play down the left for hyzer back in, or you can go straight up the guts, but that's tough. Ruben opting for a forehand.
Hitting first available. Yep. Oh, here's a fun little catch cam action. Come on, Troy. What's Troy got?
Troy also favouring the forehand. Playing it low.
Yep.
That's often safer.
Oh,
and look at this.
My goodness.
2 putts.
Man, that's 2 replays in 2 holes. Go, Troy.
And he's had a little bit of luck there with a skip, I might say.
Yeah, I think normally the shot is an air shot. He probably wanted that a little bit higher, but he will totally take that. That is parked for the birdie. Let's see if Andy can follow. Same Kiwi again. He's thrown higher.
And
he's made
on where this is
he kicked left. So he made it about halfway down the fairway. I could see that shine of the yellow go left.
And Francis going down the middle with a forehand.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that was the line that he was looking for. Kind of kicked out to the right. Here's Ruben playing from the BT.
And the Anheuser shot here, backhand Annie comes in to play. He's played it along the ground. And he'll have a look there. There is a gap where his disc has landed.
Yeah, that's a beautiful play. Really smart. Just taking the skip shot on the pine straw. Andy from downtown.
Andy with a rock. Ooh, did that hit the tree?
Yeah, it hit that signature tree. So there's a big Y tree that's kind of protecting the basket, just maybe 4 meters short.
So Francis has got to look probably from about 12 meters.
Come on, Francis. It's an open look.
Oh, go in.
Oh, wow, this card is starting to heat up. It's really good to see. The sunshine is out. Discs are flying real close to the basket. Let's see if Ruben can cash this par putt for him now. Keep him at -3. Keep him into the hunt here. Trying to chase down Andy at -4.
Little wide right. I think he got a kick off a late tree there.
No, it hit basket. So that was a good bid by him. Just a little low. Got a little kiss on the bottom. Yep, Andy taps in his par. And
Troy's under the basket.
He's parked. He's not going to go here for a second. Bogey for Ruben. Not too bad, though. Bogey's all right. And this is going to be... Is this a par, right?
Par for Francis.
Yep.
And Troy will tap in the only birdie of the card.
Woo-hoo!
And a turkey for Troy.
Yeah, look at him go.
As we move on to Burrenpool's signature hole.
Yeah, it's the signature hole.
It's par 5. It's 224 metres straight up the hill. Basket on the left-hand side. The players are going to want to stay on the right-hand side of the fairway here, given it's a right-to-left wind. Something understable that can turn over into the wind and then stay straight for the first shot. Then bomb it again on the second shot. And a nice little upshot to take you near the basket for a bird.
Yep. Big shout out here to Pack and Save Kilburney. So they came to the party big time and sponsored a longest drive competition for both the men's and women's on this hole. Troy with a great shot out the front. So yeah, Andy, after, kind of 5 holes in here on this back 9, he's leading this card at -4. So he's kind of caught up to those early leaders as he crushes it here.
He's got one of the biggest arms in Wellington and he's showing it off here. That's huge.
Oh my goodness.
That's huge. A lot of players, including myself, struggle to get there in 2. So he's in a great position. Francis now.
Yep. Hat off, which means a bomb's coming out of him. Great length out of that. Turned it over a little bit too much, though. So he's a little bit short there. Here's Ruben. Ruben slipped there with that bogey to -2. Troy's here second on the card with -3. Francis at +2. A little bit of slow start for him. Nice kind of conservative play by Ruben. That's not going to play too bad at all. So long as you're in the middle of the fairway and out of the trees, you're good. Typically, most of these open players, as long as you're on top of the hill in 2, that still gives you the range to get there for birdie.
Yep. And Francis has done that, and he'll play with a little bit of the advantage of the downhill after that first
is amazing. What a great shot. Shout out to Chris. The catch cam on this is great. He can't see the players at all. I'm going to presume his partner in crime, Gwen's going to be sitting there in his ear saying disc up, coming over the hill. Here's Ruben second. Ooh, wide right from the looks of it.
Wide right's okay. Wide right's okay if you when you approach this hole. I prefer to come in wide right here rather than the steep upshot, which Troy might find himself in.
Yep, here's Troy throwing. Probably going to be that Corvette again. Nice and flippy for him. Going to throw nice and straight, bit high, so it's not going to get the distance he probably desires, but that'll be just fine. He'll probably be taking a zone from there. That's in that kind of zone or buzz range.
And
I thought this was true. So apologies. I'm pretty sure that was Mikey Yu, who just got pipped by Andy. Andy beat him by about 2 to 3 meters here on the uphill with that full flex shot. Taking that same Kahoo again. This is just smashed.
And that's incredible. To be there in 2 for
He's
a
on the
look
second
at Eagle.
hill. Like that's circle 2 for Eagle in 2 air shots. Like I've done a roller to get to Eagle before, but that's 2 air shots. That's absolutely incredible. So he was crowned. Oh, Ruben making the one mistake on this hole you don't want to do. With the wind starting to pick up here, you do want to keep it low, but not so low you're throwing into the hill.
Francis can put himself in a great position here for a birdie, which is exactly what he does. What a great upshot.
Yep. He's finally warmed up. That buzz is working for him well. He's been leaning on it for most of the round here. There's
Troy with the zone.
Yeah, there's that get freaky of his.
Needs to dig in, and he's got a putt for birdie from 6 meters. This is Ruben's 4th shot.
Yeah, ooh. He was running that one. Good little kick out. You don't really want to be in that gorse. It's super hard to putt from in there.
And this is Andy's third.
This is Andy for Eagle. 2 air shots for Eagle. So he was crowned North Island distance champion last year, beating out Wellington players Jack Ryan and myself. Come on. Oh! What a bid. Gosh, man, that would have been great to get on camera. I know he's cashed maybe half a dozen of those so far.
Oh, you're joking.
All of the basket, but inside. Great little bid. A bit unfortunate there from Ruben, just a touch high. Come on, Troy. You eat these putts for breakfast. Get it. Oh, Troy. Man, just soft. Kind of missing the commitment there.
To be fair to the players, the wind is a bit swirly up at this altitude. So the putts really need to be a little bit more committed than perhaps they might otherwise be. Andy cashing in the birdie. Nice easy birdie there for him. And Ruben and Francis will clear up their shots for a bogey and a birdie from Francis.
Yep. Well done. Here we go. This is the wind line, hole 16, par 4, 172 meters. Basically off the tee, you're trying to get as much distance as you can. Typically, you're throwing in the prevailing northerly wind. And then, if you can land in this left-hand fairway, you can, it's a nice wide open shot down along the tree line.
And any other day, you've got a 50k northerly kicking you in the face. But today, it's actually pretty calm. It looks pretty breezy on camera, but it's very calm for a Wellington day. Yeah,
I was going to say, this is just a gentle breeze at a, kind of slow 10 to 12 kilometer headwind. Here's Andy throwing a normal Kahoo. He's not even throwing his Gotari, and he's smashed. So that's probably going to be about 110, 115 meter drive. He's right in that tree line. Might provide a bit of a trick for his upshot, but he shouldn't be too bad. Here's Francis.
Francis going with a forehand.
I really like this play. If you have the power for it. Chris looks like catch cam's there in the right-hand fairway. So if you go over this golf green where the flag is, that's where Chris will be.
This needs to turn from Troy. He's put it out left. I'm not sure it did.
He doesn't look too happy with that. If it's a Corvette, it could have just flipped over and died. Maybe rolled towards the end there. And Ruben makes the one mistake you don't want to make.
Yeah.
That's super high. Chris is losing it in the sunshine here. Came down
But it's safe. Now, one thing about the green here, it's very skiddy. So even if you skip up close to the green, then the green can take it quite some distance away.
Francis hit that real early tree. I thought he'd made it down the fairway.
I love his forehand form.
Yeah.
We'll see it again. But his forehand form is just...
Yeah, it's real clean. Reminds me a lot of that baseball throwers that you get in the States, so that elbow is real tucked. He's got that big wind up on it.
This is high. It needs to hit a tree.
Or the basket.
There's the skip. So that'll be a tricky shot.
Yeah. So he's Ruben did make it pin high. He did skip past the basket, but that's exactly what he did. Skip past the basket. He's going to be about 20 meters at the bottom of the hill in the gorse. Here's Troy lining up. It looks like, I'm going to guess it's that Firebird from him. It's that San Francisco real beefy one that he's got.
Stick. Yeah.
Money. Man, can I get a replay on that? That was great. Into this headwind, that's keeping you honest.
And a touch shot from Francis.
Yeah.
Gone a little long.
But you see, Francis kind of makes that mistake. So he got too comfy in his second shot, and so he takes the flex shot on his third, and it flipped over into the headwind. Compared to Troy, just went straight hyzer, throw that real beefy Firebird. Gonna probably be the same. I'm gonna guess a mid or a Kia. Yeah, that's gonna be a Kia out of Andy, so that puts him in birdie range. Gonna be a tricky tailwind putt for him. Here's Ruben down the bottom of the hill. So this is just crazy uphill shot. He can run it with the height, but never gave it enough height.
Yeah.
Wind seems to have calmed down a bit, which is good. So it's not even that breath of wind that they had on the tee pad.
So you can run this up the hill. You've got the bank behind you that will stop it.
Yep, that's a good bid.
Basket height, but slightly left.
Come on, Andy. Birdie Town. Let's go. He's sitting at 5 down at the moment. This will bring him to 6, which will be pretty hot. I was kind of hoping that players would be coming in kind of the 6 to 10 range. Was probably going to be the hot round. Oh, no!
Too low.
Andy!
That's unfortunate.
That's real uncharacteristic for Andy. He's been playing pretty hot. Like, yeah, it's conservative, but man, he's going to be kicking himself for that one.
Ruben tapping in the par. Andy tapping in the par. Francis taking the bogey.
And Troy for the birdie. That's 4 birdies for him. Troy's really heating up. You talked about it earlier. These local boys really attacking this back 9. This is where you're going to pick up your strokes. Here we go. Hole 17, par 3, 124 meters. This is probably your true professional par 3. Most of these players are probably going to take a smash of a forehand out to the left or a big sweeping Anheuser. It's really tough controlling your angles into the wind.
Yeah, being in the Anheuser with the headwind, it probably favors the Anheuser, but it's such a tough shot to get right. You bite too much off and you're in the trees. You take too little off and you're down the hill.
Here's Troy stepping up, probably going to be a Corvette. Out of him. Looks like he's got all the distance he needs, but it's going to fade out early. Yeah, stalls out into that wind, finishes left.
So you need something really flippy into this that isn't going to come back. But again, you take something too flippy, and you could end up going short and into the trees.
Yep, yeah, you'll be in a roller into that first. So here's a Qatari play out of Andy. He's got all the distance that he needs on his forehand. That looks like an absolute great shot. Still a little bit short, so that wind keeping him honest. Andy's in the lead now on this feature card. He's at -5. Troy chasing him on -4. Ruben's dropped off the pace a little bit here at -1 with Francis kind of at the back of the card at +2. So there's what you were talking about. So he threw that backhand shot too flippy. Looks like it rolled left. So catch cam here is down by the basket, so you can't quite see as they're clearing the hill. Here's Francis. Let's see if he can get his angle right. Smash.
So Francis has got that's a grace from Latitude 64. It's a
Go,
relatively
baby.
new
Go,
mold
baby.
from them. And
Sit.
if that's come down, it's in a great position.
Like, that's potentially a putt on Circle's edge. He's going to have a low ceiling in that tree to deal with, all depending on where he hit. I do like that play, something a little bit more stable and more of kind of a flex Annie. Here's Ruben, forehand, probably. Oh, nah. Yeah. Oh, no. He threw well short. So Ruben was well out of position. The wind just took that way right. So he's going to be outside. He's probably still got like 30 meters to go. Troy, a bit of the local veteran, so he's thrown that get freaky zone. He's kept it low, which is what you want to do, but too low. So he's going to be circle 2. He's probably going to have to make an up and down for bogey.
Francis is a bit further away than we thought. But again, if you can find a gap in the trees,
yep.
that's still a putt for par. There's gaps in the trees to be able to straddle out and make a putt there. Ruben with a tough up shot into the wind.
Oh, he's way down the gravel road.
That's it.
That's where he ended up. I was trying to figure out where he went, and that's a great shot.
Superb recovery.
Yep. Good forehand up for there. That should help him be able to clean up that bogey. But yeah, hole 17, hardest hole on the weekend. As you can see, definitely showing its teeth. A lot of these players playing aggressive. Andy with a great upshot there. So he's just hit that basket behind. Here's Troy. I doubt he's going to run this.
And no. Playing it safe.
Yeah. He knows Wellington all too well. So he lays up there with that Luna. Here's Francis. So this is going to be a par putt through the trees.
High left.
Just high left. Yeah, that looked like that bush kind of just gave him too much, so he had to putt too high to get over it. Ruben's got the open look at least.
Ruben for bogey.
Yep.
And it takes it. So he moves to evens.
That's a lot of red on that card, though. Here's Andy. Andy should be tapping in the par, so this is going to at least be keeping his drive alive, sitting here at -5. I don't know what those other leaders are doing. We'll have to see here at the end of the coverage. So that's a good par by him. He's got a clean, so he's 3 down through this back 9. That little bit of red's going to start eating into those birdies that Troy's been getting, and there's Francis for his bogey as well. Here we go. Final hole, hole 18, par 4, 206 meters straight down the hill. Should be an easy kind of crush with either a distance driver or a fairway. You want to just kind of stay in the middle here and stay off that golf green. Golf green does play out of bounds, and that should leave you for an easy up and down for the birdie 3.
So this is right at the top of the world. I don't know what the elevation drop on this
is about 21 meters, I believe.
21 meters. So the guys here are going to be throwing Probably an understable, trying to turn it over with a bit of fade at the end as it accelerates towards the green.
Yeah, so the prevailing wind is going to be a left to right. You can see it on the flag there just by Troy's leg. So typically, Andy was throwing a Kahoo. So just you want something a little bit stable that when you throw it down the hill as it speeds up, it's going to flip over a little bit towards those trees. This is Troy with his Corvette, which looks perfect. Just stay up, stay up. Stay up.
And that's great.
What a shot. Oh my God.
Great.
He's in the rough just outside circle 2. He's even with the green. That's easily like 150 meters down the hill. Like that's a smash.
And he's got to look at eagle. There's a bank behind the basket there that provides a bit of protection if he wants to get aggressive on the last hole.
Here's Francis.
This may have turned over.
Nah, he's playing the flex. That's a great shot. Stay out them trees. Just clip the tree on the edge. I do really like the play. So he's wanting to get all the distance that he can. So he's throwing that stable. Was it like a destroyer or something? Do we know?
I think it's a destroyer, yeah.
Yeah, so good flex out of him. Just kind of clipped that tree, left him just short of where Troy goes. Here's Ruben. Ruben kind of, making that mistake. So he's not played this course. He gets a cut roll to the center fairway, which is fine. But he's clearly not going to be used to that elevation like these other Wellington boys.
No, he's just to the left of the BT, though. So a birdie is still... You can see the BT just to his right there. This is still within his range.
Yep. That looks like a good pull.
Looks okay. 6.
Yeah.
And he'll have a 5-6 meter putt for birdie there.
Yep. Wind might keep him honest, but he's definitely in birdie range. Here's Andy, pretty much a similar spot to where Ruben was. Waiting for people to calm down. Think we have some spectators there watching the green. Yeah, you can see him off there in the shade on the left.
Andy with a Kia, sending it out wide left. Digs in. Oh!
Was that a run? Andy, what you doing? Trying to make the highlight reel. Great upshot by Andy, real close here. I love that as soon as the camera gets closer to the woods, you can hear the cicadas. They were deafening all weekend. Great upshot here. That's a forehand buzz. He's really been leaning on it. Man, I gotta throw that disc. It's looking real good.
For an eagle.
Eagle, come on. And
just a little short.
Eagle layup. Do we think he was running that? Troy, if you're running that, leave it in the comments below. I want to know. Here's Ruben for his birdie look. Let's see if he can finish out even, go to like 1 under, which would be great. Seeing him under par is fantastic. Playing the course blind. Taking his time, going through his full routine. Nice to see. Just over the top. Maybe go through like half routine and we'll be good. Should still tap in the par, which will be fine.
Francis finishing strong with a birdie to go 2 over for the round.
Who's next? Andy. Andy should tap out. That's going to be a birdie by Andy, so that'll bring him to -6. That's a totally respectable first round. Good on him. Here's Ruben. Ruben O'Cashing should be par for him. Got to deal with those Barrenpore Hills, man. Going to the straddle, makes it comfortable for him. Nice and easy par. And that finishes, so he's finished on even for the round.
Troy will tap in his birdie for 4 under par for the round.
Man, look at Troy definitely heated up. Andy with a clean back 9, though, so he went 4 down on the back. Good on him. Look at that camaraderie. It's really good to see. The community was out in force in the Capitol this weekend. Absolutely fantastic. So Andy comes in with a hot score, 6 down. We'll see how he does in the clubhouse here. Absolute great to see people. The sun was out, scores were hot. Man, what a putt there by Ruben. Absolutely great to catch that on camera.
So going into the second round, Anthony Rogers and Jack Ryan on 7 under. You tied for third place is Andy Davy and Luca LaBelle on 6 down. Trevor Woolman 5 down. Mitch and Troy on 4 down.
Yeah, great to see a lot of locals here. Some of those, like traveling players coming in. Great to see everyone in the Capitol for the weekend. Definitely -7 sets a really good bar. Man, just look at that weather. Couldn't have asked for a better weekend for disc golf. Thank you to the Mornington Golf Club for hosting us here at the Barrenpore Hills Disc Golf Course. Thank you all for watching. Join us for round 3, the final round here on Flexline Media.
See you next time.
See you then.